Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I have some very exciting news. Over the weekend, over the night, last night, when we stopped, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll pull up my screen share, pull up the actual trade, and pay attention. Remember when I told you that this right here is actually 1, 2, 3, and it's getting ready to flip and go the other direction. It takes time. Yesterday was a holiday, so that means the trade market wasn't acting like it would normally, or how it should be, because it was a little more of a vacation, if you want to call it that. I want you to notice something. This is a buy with New Zealand USD. And that is right there. I've got it on my daytime chart. And if I go up to the week, you can see a little more of what I've been talking about. And that is it right there. There's 1, 2, this is a third one. And this technique tells me that this trade is about to shoot up to my take profit and higher with how it looks right here. We've been in this area and then we took off. Trades repeat themselves over and over and over. New Zealand USD has been repeating the patterns, the stop loss, the take profit, the buys, the sells. It's all repeated it over and over. So I'm going to go back to my day chart because I want to speak to you specifically on this. You can see that I'm a negative $28.19, and I'm not worried because if you remember right, yesterday we moved our stop loss to a 5,000 pip or $50. Not that big of a deal, right? Our take profit is also at 5,000 pips or $50. So it's a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio there. It might be going into consolidation here. It's a possibility. And it might take 2 to 3, if not 4 to 5 days to get to where I want it to be, to where I see it going. I want you to notice something. It might say a negative $28.17, which it does. But if you look over at my balance, yesterday I was at 517.01 at the end of our trade. Yeah, 517.01. Currently it's at 616.98. There's been an increase. Some pips were picked up, making this buy ideal because a sell went through on another area on one of my other charts, making this increase. So a sell in this particular pair, but with another broker, went through, giving me this balance of 616.98. That puts my margin level at over 2,800. Do you see the increase? $100 difference to over a 400 margin level increase. Makes this trade ideal. New Zealand USD. I've been with this trade since the 25th of May. This specific pair right here, right now, with this broker was started June 25th. And I started with $280 in my balance. As you can see, It's no longer that low, is it? So this is a win-win. You just need to stay in the right frame of mind, no emotion, and let it run its course. When we trade, we look left and trade right. We've got many heads and shoulders here, many patterns on the trend line, many different types of strategies. And the longer you've been trading, the more you will understand. This specific chart is called a naked chart because there is not a lot of signals, trend lines, anything to break it up. You put too many on, you may not see the pair or the trade anymore. So you have to loosen it up to see what the trade is doing. I've had many people tell me, well, why don't you do a smaller time chart? You can get in and out quicker than that way. That is true. However, being that I have been so long with this trade, I'm not overly concerned. And the longer I'm in, when it doesn't hit my stop loss, so I'm not stomped out, the more chance of it reversing and showing me what I want to see. The higher the time charts, the higher, the more of the story that I'm shown. It makes it unreal and exciting. This trade is so exciting. It always changes. Yesterday when we were talking, we were actually a negative $23.05. And overnight, it dropped a little bit more of $5.15. Not that big of a deal. That was 5,150, I believe. No, 5,015 pips. So it's not too shabby. But I'm thinking it might be even less than that. My math is right. That's only 500 pip difference. That's not bad at all. Yeah, I do believe it is 500 pips, not 5,000. Now, my whole trade is at 5,000, which is $50. If you pay attention, you look at that, your math, it's the trade lot size is a 0.01, meaning each pip is 1 penny. Doesn't mean much anymore now, does it? So when 5,000 pips is $50, and that's a negative because that's my stop loss. And my take profit is also 5,000 pips or $50 profit. And it's coming. It's coming fast. Don't become restless. Don't extend yourself. Keep your margin level high enough that you're not over leveraging your account. Now, if you're not understanding the words I'm using, it's okay. It's completely okay. But if you do understand it, then you want more education. You need to get into, sign up, and get started with IML.com. It will show you an education you never thought was possible. There's not much to see other than it's staying with the trend line, it's staying with the trend it is still showing me, and it's got 1, 2, and 3. The next one it's going to do is shoot up. It's going to turn. Because if you look at it, you got 1, you got 2, you got 3, and it turned. You got 1, 2, and 3, and turned. 1, 2, and 3. See the pattern? See the pattern that's here? And this on a day trade time chart, it goes back to April of 2016, 2.5 years ago. So I can verify and state that it is going to repeat itself. And we will see a huge uptrend within the next little while. But don't rush it. It takes time. And that's what a long-term trader understands. If you want to do the smaller time charts, you can get in and out within 20 minutes. No problem. I just like the longer time because I stay with one trade pair with this broker. Like I was stating, I do have other brokers I'm going with, and I do have other trades. This specific broker, I'm staying with the one due to the first in, first out rule. You get in, you do what you need to, you remove that one that you first got in before you add any others, because you will not be able to get the second or any other out prior to the first one. That's what their first in, first out rule is all about. So we're going to stop our screen share, and I told you quite a bit. There's a lot of information here. So we're going to stop our screen share and see if there are any questions. Very quiet today. Looking around, you could think it's a Monday because Monday was a holiday. So Tuesday could actually be your Monday. And every day is a fantastic day for me. And I'm not seeing any questions. So going once, going twice, and gone. Also, I want to remind you one more time, and I'll probably remind you up until a few days prior to, of the event in Fort Lauderdale on September 14th, 15th, and 16th. The price has not been increased if you purchase it online before going to the event. So go to imlsoars.com where you can purchase your ticket. And I look forward to seeing you there. Have a fantastic remainder of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.